Now, who were these wise men? To me, the wise men get overlooked in the story of Jesus. You know, just three guys going on this journey, following a star in search of a king. Well, some, according to the Greek, would call these men astronomers, scholars, even priests, if you will, who spent their days chasing signs and wonders that God has set for us here on earth. Now, in the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verses 24 to 26, it talks about the prophecy of rebuilding Jerusalem and even the killing of the Anointed One. Now, we know, because of the teachings in the New Testament, that this is Jesus. Now, with Daniel's influence, there were detailed prophecies of the coming king. Now, it's only natural that the wise men would refer to these scriptures and prophecies to chase these signs and wonders. In correlation to their diligent study, this is how they knew to look to the heavens for the star. Now, in the book of Matthew, chapter 2, verses 10 to 11, states this: "When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy." I love that. "And when they had come into the house, they saw a young child with his mother Mary. And they fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures and presented their gifts to him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh." Now, did they believe in the God of Abraham? I believe it's very possible. As they followed the star, they encountered two kings, Jesus and Herod. Now, these two are a very different depiction of what a king is, or what a king should be. One who will save the world and the other who will condemn it. Good and evil. Herod, being like Satan, doing everything he possibly could to keep the gift of Jesus from us, and Jesus being born to save us. Now, these men dedicated their lives to finding the prophesied king. Now, the interesting thing is that these men, who weren't even of Jewish or Hebrew descent, believed the scriptures more than its own people. They believed it enough to pick up their lives and search for this prophesied king. Now, to me, this is a perfect example of how we today should devote our lives, leave everything behind, and wholeheartedly seek Jesus. They had faith, and their faith was rewarded as they found this young king in all his glory. They offered him the best that they had to offer, and this reminds me of a song by Brandon Lake called Gratitude, and it goes like this: "I know it's not much, but I've nothing else fit for a king, except for a heart singing hallelujah." Now, the wise men's gifts were extremely valuable. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. In that time, there was nothing else compared to that. And I definitely don't want to discredit the value, but I would argue that it wasn't the gifts that they brought, but their heart and the reverence that they held for this prophesied king. To me, it's not what you bring before the king, it's the heart behind it. Now, everyone has a different story to tell, I know that for sure, but there's one thing for certain: those who seek the king will find him. Now, my prayer for all of us is that we seek Christ wholeheartedly, as the wise men did in their time, and offer him the best that we have to give, which is our life, or even just a heart singing hallelujah. With that, I encourage you, prepare your heart.